Good morning. Wednesday morning, April 3rd, 2024. It's a little after 8:30 a.m. It's a dark and gloomy day here. We've got rain forecast for the whole day, a tornado watch. So this is kind of typical weather for this time of year in southern Georgia, USA. So I got my Nespresso order yesterday, and I got two things I hadn't tried. For the Vertuo, I got some maple pecan. I'll try that either later today or tomorrow. And then I got some of this special, super expensive coffee. It's an espresso called number 20. And apparently, because it was 20 years in the making, it's a single origin coffee from Colombia. Apparently, Nespresso says they worked with 59 different coffee farmers in Colombia, and it took over 20 years to develop this coffee, which is supposed to have orange blossom and citrusy notes. It's kind of a fancy package. Now, how expensive is this? This was $10 for 5 capsules. No, $11.25 for 5 capsules, because it's $2.25 per capsule. Let's see, how does this open? It's got a fancy opening thing here with tabs, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. What, does it open from the side? Okay, Nespresso, you could have made this easier. All right, here we go. All right, so I get into the, whoa. Okay, it's part of the cost because of the packaging. It's almost like a little jewelry box. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Okay. So this says the groundbreaking taste 20 years in the making. In Colombia's lush and mountainous terroir, local AAA program farmers cultivated a bespoke Nespresso variety with dedicated care. The resulting coffee boasts a rare and refined taste, enticing orange blossom aromas in harmony with fresh citrus notes born of the terroir. Okay, so, and on the other side here, okay, we've got the French, and we've got the, I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know what the other language is. But, oh, and there's also Chinese. Anyhow, okay, sometimes I wish they would tell what language it is. I don't know, is it Portuguese? Oh, well. Okay, so let me warm up my Pixie machine here. So, now, I gotta tell you, I'm starting off a little prejudiced. I can't imagine a coffee that I would buy at $2.25 per capsule, which is almost 3 times what their usual capsule like this costs. Usually, like 75, 85 cents a capsule. I can't imagine buying it more than just once on a lark. And I'm glad it came in sleeves of 5 instead of 10, because there was no way I was going to pay $22.50 for a sleeve of espresso capsules. But, if you have money to burn. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you have money to burn, Nespresso recommends that their little tulip cup, which looks like a miniature wine goblet, is what this is best drunk out of. No, I don't have money to burn. Okay, so here we go. I press the espresso button, and we'll see what comes up here. Oh, and I was reading what some, different, what do you call a coffee tester, connoisseur type, like the kind of people they have that are official wine testers and food testers. Anyhow, so one of them was saying that when you break the surface of the crema, you're transported to, I don't know, hearing birds and the sunrise and I don't know, stuff like, very romantic kind of, okay. All right, I'm gonna break the surface of I'm not making fun of it. It's just, I'm not mocking them. I'm just kind of playing around, okay? So please don't be offended on Nespresso's behalf or anything. All right. Yeah, it smells like something. Yeah, I don't generally like citrusy or flowery coffees, but I don't know. I figured at this price, and 20 years spent developing it, maybe it's worth a try, okay? So, all right, here we go. Actually, it tastes kind of winey to me, like a almost wine flavor. Now, I will say my nose is kind of stuffed today. And by the way, when I take my first sip, in order to not just get a mouth of crema, I kind of drink it through my teeth to help sort of hold that crema back. Or you can sort of suction it in, and the liquid moves faster than the crema does. Anyhow, you use your technique. So, okay, it has a kind of a winey taste to it. It is unusual, okay? I think it's fun to try it. I'm going to go ahead and put some half and half in it. And no, it's a tiny bit, so I'm just going to put a tiny bit of the half and half. So we'll see. I like trying new things. Now, I do draw the line at certain things. Like, I was watching this movie the other night, and somebody was, like, trapped in the desert, and they were starving, and they saw some bugs, and they actually ate the bugs. It's difficult to imagine. Of course, I've never been starving. It's difficult to imagine that I would ever, under any circumstance, eat bugs, but I don't know. Maybe you do that. Although that is not an experience that I am anxious to try. Although I am anxious to try new coffees and new foods, standard type foods, not bug ones. Anyhow, here we go. There's still, I'm telling you, I feel as though almost like I'm drinking something that is wine flavored. Not wine itself, because if you could imagine wine flavored without the alcohol, it's difficult to describe. Now, I'm not getting citrus and orange blossom, but then, maybe the fact that my nose is stuffed is causing a little bit of a problem with tasting it. Okay, let's see if I can sweeten it a little and see what happens. Of course, very often adding some sort of coffee whitener, as they call it, coffee mate, creamer, cream, half and half, milk, that can sort of dull down the flavor of the coffee, and sweetener can do that too. But then there are some coffees where it enhances all that, so we give this a try. Oh, now that's not so bad. Do you know, honestly, this reminds me of the whiskey coffee. Let's see, is this a capsule? No, that's watermelon. I guess, yeah, I used up all the whiskey. The whiskey coffee. Anyhow, I think this is fun to try. Maybe you and 4 friends can get together and chip in and get a sleeve of this and have a fun coffee tasting party. and then you're only out $2.25. So that is my take on the Nespresso number 20. Okay, that they spent 20 years developing, single origin Colombian coffee with orange blossom and citrusy notes. Or if I were to write that part, I would say sort of tastes a little bit like wine. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed this or were informed by it, or maybe decided that you would go ahead and try it, or move on to something else. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that there are no tornadoes in anybody's life today, especially mine. Talk to you later.